These videos will make you question everything. So remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's check it out.
Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm getting this on video. I told you. I ain't about to release it. No, I'm not trying to have somebody follow me. Bro, what in the hell?
International Fake Station. Globalists
Hi.
wake up.
Good afternoon, all the students on Earth. I'm Zhai Zhigang, I'm the commander. Good afternoon, my name is Ye Guangfu.
Absolutely correct. The standard cup will not work in a weightless environment. You know, the cup that we're all used to drinking with. Oh, cup right here. Oh, yeah. A standard cup like this does not work in a weightless environment. It requires gravity to hold the food in the bottom of the cup.
Uh-oh.
Fake Station seems very level, floating in space, not even a little lean.
Is anybody sure that was the International Space Station, by the way? Because I've seen several different photos, and this is one I've never seen before. So we need to first verify before we call something fake that this is the actual International Space Station. This could be something totally different.
Has a warning for people who want to get a closer look at next month's total. NASA has a warning for people who want to get a closer look at next month's total solar eclipse.
Make sure you have the proper eye protection, like the eclipse glasses. And as you look at the heavens on April the 8th, when the eclipse starts, please put those glasses on.
This could end up being one of the most watched solar eclipses ever, with more than 31 million people living in its path. That path covers 15 states from Texas to Maine.
Hey, smart people, Joe here. The sun
Has a warning.
You ever had the notion to want to do the opposite because you feel like the ones who telling you to do something could be trying to pull something over on you? Something could be happening to you? What if all that was a setup to go look at the eclipse? You know what I mean? Remember in Men in Black? When they have you to stare at this light and then it hit the little flashy thing and your memory goes? Think about, not saying that is true. It's just a mere thought that popped into my head. And what if? What if?
Peace in, y'all. Have y'all seen this? I'm sure you have. Now hear me out. Okay, so we know we live in a matrix, and this matrix is a game. And this game is, again, an illusion, right? And the illusion is created to make us stay in this game in order to keep giving this game energy, right? To recycle us, reincarnate, because without us, this game would crumble, it would fall, right? So, if you don't know, NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. We spoke about this before. It means to deceive. a deception. So, what if they are doing this because they know the firmament is getting ready to open? We all know this, y'all. The red Kachina's here, the blue Kachina's here. It's cleaning up. The planet's going through all this chaos, this beautiful chaos right now. And there's this big dark object that nobody is talking about behind the sun. I'm one of the only few that's talking about this. The president's not addressing this. NASA's not addressing this. But NASA means to be deceived. So what if NASA is trying to deceive us that they are the ones breaking the firmament, but it's getting ready to bust open, y'all?
Listen, the eclipse where we was nowhere near close to this. Now, I'm guessing that either this was the eclipse or some CGI movie stuff. But if this was the eclipse like I thought it was, he was in a perfect spot. I mean, he got a good view of it happening and everything. I'm surprised this hasn't gone viral. Only reason it might not be if it's not real. If it's real, I'm surprised this ain't go viral. What is that? At first, I was just watching it because I wanted to see it again, and it looked like he had another video on it. But then when you look at it, what was that in the sky at the same time? See, our attention was so focused on the eclipse that we paid attention to nothing. I didn't. I didn't pay attention to anything else going on. And when you sit back and think about that, you start to think, was that the objective?
I just found some very entertaining information I think y'all gonna want to hear this whole message. So if y'all see the image that is behind me, this is what's supposed to go down on October the 14th, which is known as the Ring of Fire. Do you guys know what else is supposed to be going down on October the 14th? To study the atmosphere, NASA rocket will fly into October's eclipse shadow. Please listen to the whole message. And as y'all can see, October the 14th. It's known as atmospheric perturbation around the eclipse path. Or, so me being who I am, I just decided to look up, what the does a peep mean? Or a pep? And I done came across some strange stuff, my boy. Pep, known as Apophis in Greek, was an Egyptian god of chaos. Apep was the polar opposite of the godly personification of order, Mayat. The chief enemy of the kings of the gods, the sun god Ra. He took the form of a great snake. The Egyptians believed that the sun was Ra, traveling along a boat in the heavens. Pretty interesting name, if you ask me, for a mission. Now, I could be wrong. Atmosis, like they said, that's the name of the mission. Okay.
You are too beautiful to be a flat earth theorist. It ain't a theory anymore, sweetheart. These released CIA documents says it all. Photographic observations of the spectral intensity of the firmament. These were trying to test to figure out the brightness of the firmament. Literally. They were conducting research to figure out the shape of the firmament. And if you look, they're not even calling the sun and moon spherical, whatever. They said it's a disk. A disk is what? Flat? Like, come on now. Come on. And this research was conducted in 1957. When was NASA created? Oh yeah, that's right, 1958, a year later. So if you didn't get it by now, this is the shape of the Earth. It's flat and has a dome. The sun and moon are inside the firmament. So are all the stars, and there's water above. You are too beautiful to be a flat earth.
Water above. Now, looking at it that way, because I've never really looked at it that way, because I've often thought about, even when I've looked at certain videos, with how things are when we look at those weird videos of things in the sky, how things move, I've often said they look like they're floating. So, I don't know. That's an interesting way of putting it to make my mind wonder. So, I'm gonna have to think about that one. She made me think on that one for real.
I'm speechless. Yet I'm still talking, of course. Stunning! Oh my God! Look at it! And they're telling you this is a mirage. Oh my God, I can't even... I'm sorry guys, I apologize for having a meltdown, but this is stunning. Check this out. Towers of Key Biscayne. I'm gonna zoom out real quick. And just... Well, you got to see it right there with me, pretty much at the same time.
Okay guys, so real quick, let me go ahead and put things a little more into perspective here. So we are on, of course, the globe model provided by Google Earth, and we zoom into the location. And this is it right here. This is Key Biscayne on the right, this is where the lighthouse is, and this is where I'm standing over here by Black Point, and standing around here. And as you can see down here, it tells you the distance between these 2 points, 13.75 miles. And as you can see, Cape Florida Lighthouse, according to Google, is 95 feet tall. So for everybody who's new to this, we'll go to the Flat Earth Debunking website, metabunk.org. They have a curvature calculator. At 13.75 miles away, 13.75 miles at 6 feet viewer height, the lighthouse should be hidden by 77 feet. If you take into account standard refraction, which is a joke, it's literally a rule of thumb, even then 63 feet should be hidden.
I'm speechless. Yet I'm still talking, of course. Stunning!
We look at their rockets. This is how they claim they get into outer space, is these rockets. Their rockets never go straight up. Every single rocket launch from a government space agency, you'll notice, follows a parabolic curve. It goes up, it reaches a peak, but what they do is as the rocket starts coming back down, they make sure that it goes down over the ocean, out of the way of any curious observers. Anyone can see it coming back down to Earth, asks, hey, how come the rocket's not going up anymore? Well, it's going around the curvature of the Earth, is what they tell us. So every single rocket, the reason that it follows a parabolic curve, they say, is because it's going around the curvature of the Earth. The real reason is they can't get up any higher than that. They tell us that the Earth is a sphere. They show us pictures of a sphere, of a circle. It's a perfect circle. And then they come out and they say, well, it's actually an... We look at their rockets.
What did they say earlier? What did the guy say earlier? NASA in a different language means what? To deceive, right? I mean, this could be allegedly a perfect example of that.
This guy's doing a flip right here, and the guy next to him just reaches up and grabs a harness that's right on his hip.
I gotta pause it real quick. I'm gonna pause it because the funniest part to me, well, there's several funny parts, by the way, but the lady in the background with the hair, it's like, did someone not think that like we've got to make her hair look like that, right? It's got to be standing up, dude. It is hard as a rock. It's not moving. You know, it's like this is somebody. We must be in space. Look at her hair. Like obviously, there's this thing called hairspray. So here goes this guy doing a backflip, and
then gravity just like gravity goes away. He must have found a pocket.
Gravity goes away, and he fell.
Yeah.
Or he got caught up in that harness he's wearing. Here comes the one with Senior. In the background. Oh yeah.
And it's obviously a guy filming with a green tennis ball in front of a blue screen.
Right. Clearly, I mean, it's not even...
And then here's a clip of what they turned it into.
Here's his water particle. Yeah. Wow.
This guy just disappears like, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Hey, I gotta go. Yeah, what we got back there? Another green screen?
And this guy...
The ones where they're doing the... he's hanging his shirt. Like, you can see, like...
It's not even good.
You can clearly see the artist. It's like if you take your hands right now and you grab your shirt and you just pull out. Like it's... This one's my favorite right here. The guy goes to reach for... Yeah, what a doofus.
But watch their thing at the end. I think this guy's always in it, man. He's the biggest clown,
He's the worst. Like, they gotta be like, hey, Bob, we gotta get you out of here, bro. Like, you're blowing our...
Look at this.
Let me reach up there. Oh, wait. Oh, Kung Fu.
Here, I'm gonna pause it real quick. So
we have to. We gotta expand.
So I imagine this guy in the green that's doing this flip, like when they're practicing, they're like, oh, this guy's got man. He nails every flip and you can never tell, right? So he's like the practice king of flips. But then whenever they go to film it, he gets nervous and he spoofs it up and grabs his harness because he is
he's Ray Finkel.
Terrible, man.
Real, and even NASA, the biggest deceivers on the planet, admitted to it. On Sunday, there was a portal seen in Geneva, Switzerland, and I'll show you the vid right here.
Another portal opened up in Switzerland last night, and you know it's real because the cars are stopping. Cars are stopping. People are getting out the cars to look at it. But this was last night. This was last night in Switzerland. Yeah. These portals have been opening up everywhere around the world. Oh yeah.
And it must just be a coincidence that the most powerful particle accelerator is also found in Geneva, Switzerland. If you've never heard of CERN, look at the Large Hadron Collider, and you can even see their logo as a 666 symbol, right? And essentially what CERN is doing is they're using this particle accelerator to alter timelines and to split dimensions in order to get the outcome that they're looking for. And I can speak more about that in a different video. And as you can see here, this has been going on for a long time. This was back in 2016, and people were reporting seeing more portals in Geneva, Switzerland, thanks to CERN's Large Hadron Collider. But watch this video about NASA explaining portals and let me know what you guys think.
Hidden Magnetic Portals Around Earth. Presented by Science at NASA.
Well, before we get to that video, to speak on what he said about the portals, like, he ain't got to convince me, bro, because me trying to figure out what a black hole is makes me think about a portal all the time. You know, if you listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson, he'll tell you on his deathbed he want to go through a black hole just to hopefully see. Now, there's no way he can relay the information back to us what he's seen, but he wants to go through and see and see what if he can figure out what it is, or he would just like to see.
Listen to these pilots discuss the shape of Earth.
Guys, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I've been flying, and I've come to the conclusion there is no curvature. I never allow for curvature. There's no way there's curvature. We're round and flat, aren't we?
Definitely.
We are, aren't we?
Flat as a
Thank
pancake,
you.
mate. Flat as a pancake.
We're so, and the outer ring is south.
Yeah.
And so north must be in the middle, correct?
Possibly.
That would be the only way that a magnetic compass would work on a flat plane.
You might be onto something there.
Yeah, but you're not having me on. We're round and flat, aren't we?
Pancake, mate. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, man.
No worries.
You made my day.
Only the people at Jigsaw know that.
But,
yeah.
Well,
There
you know,
go.
I tell a few people, especially some close mates, even though I'm a pilot, they laugh their heads off at me. They think I'm absolute nutjob. Hey, thanks, guys.
No worries, mate.
Cheers.
Listen to these pilots.
Listen, man. Did anybody else not notice I think it was the co-pilot? He was about to cry. He was laughing so hard throughout the video. Did anybody else notice that? Bro, they just telling you what you want to hear at this point. That's what they did. They couldn't even refrain from laughing.
In the oceans. That's how you get to the outer realms. So the real outer space is beyond the Antarctica and deep within our oceans. That's why if you look at their outer space missions, they're actually in water, floating around in water somewhere in Las Vegas, Nevada, and deep in the Colorado. They ain't out of space. That's why if you look, it's so many people now putting up showing that these space shuttle missions is fake as man. Showing you that they ain't never been out of space. If you really want to go outer space, get on a submarine and go deep within the water. That's the true outer space. And there's so many different alien bases and military base underwater and in the actual ground. They're hollowing out mountains now. They're hollowing out mountains. You can Google this, and they're making inside of mountains underground bunkers and underground military bases. So if they're doing that to the mountains, imagine what they're doing underground in space, in the water. So if you want to go outer space, go deep sea diving.
You said it's aliens.
Yeah, aliens. And all alien mean is, so Elion is a Hebrew word. That's where they get aliens from. It's really El Elyon. And that just means of the Most High God. Technically, we are aliens. And that's why they studying us. That's why they stealing our melanin. That's why they trying to understand the functioning of our biological vehicles. That's why they can't understand our circadian rhythm, our biological clocks. We are the most different species of humans that the planet ever had. We're so different than them. Our teeth are shorter than theirs. Their teeth are wider and longer. Their canines are longer than our canines. Their hydrochloric acid inside their stomach is hotter than ours.
Every time I hear him, he says something and I gotta go back and like break down and research, or every time I hear something that he does, like for instance, I'm hearing this more now. This isn't the first time I heard it, but about going deep in the ocean to get to space. And then now hearing about the firmament earlier with the dome, and the sun and the moon is inside the dome, and then there's water on top of that. So I don't know. I need to go because that one kind of makes a little bit of sense, but I'm not completely sold on that theory yet.
I told you this in school your whole life. This is the Earth, and we only have 7 continents, and that's Earth. No, this is how. Okay, so this is all the land masses, and they blocked us off with these ice walls that are now melting. Y'all see it? And we are all finna merge together as one. This is all Atlantis. Alright? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. When they came and landed, this was Atlantis. Divide us from other Atlanteans that's here on the planet with us. But we also are under a dome, and we are cut off from our original Anunnaki God ancestors that are on the Sirius star system, which we all come from. Look, we are those 7 continents trapped in this ice wall surrounded by Antarctica. And now these ice blocks are starting to melt, not just the ones around us, but all the ice walls. There's 3 of them. See, this is the first one, Antarctica. This is the second one, and then the third one is the biggest one. Y'all see these 3 ice rings, right? Notice these little green land masses. This is how they did. This is why they won't tell you this truth. But now that the Antarctic walls are melting, all of our whole land mass that they split up when they landed will merge back together. the melting of the ice walls, the merging of the original landmass. When these landed, they made us fall in frequency after they used that macabre ancient technology to blow our second sun out of the atmosphere. This is why when they wrote their Bible, they always said the sun is going to return. That's why they were so worried about global warming, people. They be complaining about the ice walls melting because once these ice walls melt, all right, all our landmass are going to merge together. So we finna be seeing because we didn't even know we was related to, and vice versa. Draconian reptilians who they left in charge to run us in here, they have also left draconian reptilians in charge to run the outer ice rings where our other family is. And then they also have more reptilians in charge to run the outskirts.
These videos will make you question everything. So remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
Alright, so this is something I've been hesitant to post, but this is a recording of when I believe I was abducted, and that's the alien right there, that pink, right there, that is the alien. So, watch all the way through if you want to see it. This is real footage, this is a real alien, and I have another video where after I blacked out, so I blacked out and I was staring at the ground and saw my phone and didn't know what I was doing. Like, it was weird. And picked up my phone and I didn't know what was going on. And then I looked out the window and I saw all these little so I'll post this in the next video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's pretty crazy. They look like a bunch of little golden tally marks, and there was like 20 of them, and they kept on disappearing and appearing. So you're not, what happens in the footage right here, I have no idea how to explain it, but it's like it did something to my phone, and it's like my phone cut, and then all of a sudden this thing was just hovering right in front of my face. Like you'll see it like cuts it, and then it like is hovering right in my face, and you'll see this shit. It's crazy. But if you're looking over there, you could kind of see right there, there's something behind the bush. See right here it cut, and then boom, there he is. You can see it sends some kind of like energetic ball or something. It looks like it sends it at me. You'll see what I'm talking about. I know people are gonna think I'm crazy, but like, this really happened to me. This shit spooks the fuck out of me. Okay, so boom, you see that? Look at it. And shortly after this, I had a loss of memory and a loss of time. Something I am hesitant of posting is this picture of my back. My girlfriend took a picture of my back, and my back looks like it's got some kind of huge implant, alien implant device in my back. So notice how it's getting closer and closer. And you can almost see his eyes, like the pink is just his head. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I was assuming at the time. Or seeing. So if you look in the bush right there, you can see an alien figure. Like, just look in those bushes right there. You'll see a couple aliens that look like they have invisibility on. You see that? Notice my phone start freaking out? And this is the part that kind of freaks me out.
What happened? Listen, I'm never not going to believe somebody when they speak about themselves being abducted. I'm going to believe them, you know? But I struggled to see what he was trying. It looked like a reflection from something on the inside. And then I was trying to look past that to see in the woods to see if I can make out what he was trying to see. And then it sounded like he just, I don't know what happened to him. But this was just weird. It felt weird. In the beginning, I just was like, this can't be real. This is a hoax or something. But the longer he went on, the weirder it felt. So I don't know how to take this one.
Finally, we got some real footage on the aliens in Miami. Check it out. This is amazing. Imagine bumping into these. Finally, we...
I look like Venom from Spider-Man. Come on, bro.
This has to be one of the greatest UFO sightings ever recorded. Take a look at this.
That's crazy.
It's already happening, y'all. Make sure you watch out.
What is going on? What is going on?
Incredible UFO sighting spotted in Russia. Take a look at this.
Viene arriba de nosotros. Pues sí, y sí, pero eso puede que sea un dron, mira, nos está viendo.
I mean, what could even cause this? This is crazy.
Y de repente se apaga.
This might be the best UFO sighting ever caught on camera.
It's a UFO! Wait, stop. Oh, I gotta get out.
WTF is that?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we just be terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot, I don't know, they look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes, like I couldn't explain it, and big mouth. They're tiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight, and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother, and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around, the only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky, and moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8, 10 feet tall, very thin.
Bro, I couldn't even tell you what I was looking at. All it says is secret footage being leaked. We didn't know what we was looking at. It sounded like what we was hearing though. Somebody very much out of breath. Sounded like he was real scared, and something was going on. I don't know where this took place at. I wish they could have gave us a little more information. All it says is top secret off to the side though.
Hey y'all, Myra here. So really quick, shout out to Zamaya for sending this to my attention. Y'all, this is groundbreaking. This is an extremely long video, but I highly recommend watching it all the way to the end. So this footage was captured off the north coast of Aguadilla in Puerto Rico. A couple of fishermen came up to some sort of glowing object and started recording. Instantly you want to think maybe it's bioluminescence or maybe it's divers. When you have a glow that strong, that powerful, you would assume you would see rigging, maybe a documentary crew, something. You see nothing. You just see the glow. Then they continue to follow it and you see what they found. It looks like they captured an alien outside of the USO. Tell me what you think. Is this a real alien swimming in the ocean near its rig? Like, post, comment, repost, let me know.
Mira, prendí y apagó. Y una boya allí. Y alumbra de momento, ¿verdad? Submarino. Creo. No acercarme mucho. Yeah, no, güey. Wow, mira eso. Uy, me acerqué.
Mira la boya. El puente está a mano izquierda, a mano izquierda. Mira eso, mira eso, mira. Mira eso. Hay algo ahí. Mira algo ahí. Míralo. Yo no sé qué carajo es eso, dale para atrás.
Si no quieres saber.
Dale.
No quiero saber.
No quiero saber, dale.
Yo vi algo. Es un ovni.
No. Dale.
Mira ahí.
Sí, eso es eso. ¿Entendió? Wow.
Hey y'all, Myra here. So
3 things, right? That could have been an alien. Because I couldn't really tell. You could have caught a mermaid right there. That could have been a really good sighting of a mermaid. Number 3 is fire the cameraman. Bro, what is wrong with you? How hard is it to keep? Why is it hard to find a good cameraman? Why is he panning down instead of looking up? I'm trying to look all up, get the camera to shift up with my neck. Like, come on, bro, what is you doing?
What the heck is that?
Oh, you did. I just lose it.
Oh my god. Okay, that worked. That was crazy.
I'm about to show you the Las Vegas alien on new footage that just got released, and it's gonna blow your mind. Now, this footage was actually uploaded by the cousin of Angel, the guy who made the video, late last night, and they only had it up for like 5 minutes and took it right down, but I downloaded it. Check this out. They're arguing about something in the back. As you can see, everybody has guns. They're in there ready for whatever might come. Now, they're gonna get startled right here, and you can't really tell why, but I'll brighten it up. After zooming in and slowing it down, they see something, they back up, right in between these two guys. Now, I'm going to zoom in, slow it down for you. As you can see, there's something there. But what if we brighten it up? There's definitely something there. All I did was brighten the footage. I don't know if it looks like something. It's up to you. Now that could look convincing. It's pretty good. But it's even crazier and more obvious that nobody pointed it out. And I'm about to show you why. Now the husband is telling the wife, come record it. It's right here. Get it on camera. A lot of people were saying, why couldn't you record it? Why can't I see anything? You gotta understand, she didn't see it to begin with. She's coming in later. But the husband is convinced it's right there. How could you not see it? It's behind the second forklift. And he's telling her, it's right there. And so she's recording it. She doesn't see anything. She's trying to think, where? You can't tell. But usually some things are right in front of us that we can't see until someone points it out. Now let's slow it down. Now, as I slow down this footage that she's watching, remember the iPhones are really bad at night, especially when you zoom into like 15x digital zooms. It's trash. But it's actually right here and it's very clear, and you can't see it because your brain couldn't process it. You're trying to find it hiding somewhere behind something, but it's really not. I think some of you are starting to get it, and it's really clear as day. And now I will brighten it up for you so you can really see. When I messed with the brightness and I saw this, I literally freaked out. As you can clearly see, he's behind the tractor just like the guy said, just like Angel said in his video, and he's definitely 10 feet tall. That forklift is about 8. Look at the truck, is about 6. 6, 8, 10. It seems about right. And he's got a big head, black eyes. You could clearly see it. I don't know how we missed it before, but it was right there the whole time, just like the dad said. Now you might be like, there's no way, that's crazy. But the more you look at it, the more it makes sense. And it lines up with everything in the kid's story. They are 10 feet tall. He was behind the forklift, and he was there the whole time. And they're recording this as if you can clearly see it. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. Maybe they're coming. Maybe you better be ready. Either way, like and comment for part 2.
I thought it was a tree at first. Or maybe still is a tree. I don't know. First, I thought it was something that walked past the screen. I was looking at that little light. I was wrong. Very wrong.
State Park Border Zone? Okay, yesterday you told us you traveled, and I quote, thousands of light years to get here. Yes. Tell us the truth or we'll never leave here. It is truth. All it's all about. For your future. The truth is all. The travel is space. All sensation to oceans. So I take it aliens took over our future, right? So you're human. Okay, so you evolved from us. So what are you doing here now? How? Okay, so how about we concentrate on your time? Try me. how the universe is created. Yes. So you think God? Okay, illuminate us. What happens when we die? State of origin? Okay, yes, you told.
Why? What is up with the darkness? Why does he have to be in the dark? Does the light affect him when he's outside of the spacecraft? Does that affect him? I always thought about the possibility of them not being able to breathe our air or something like that, or having to adjust. And then how is he able to, or how long has he been here to be able to communicate so well? Like, I got a lot of different questions if this is real. A lot of questions. Like, that whole life thing is definitely interesting.
What is it? Be careful, be careful. What is that? But that could be a satellite. That could be a satellite. Oh, what the? Dude.
So that was a satellite? That's what we're doing now? That's what we're calling it? A satellite? Man, we gotta unplug some more people out of the Matrix, bro. We got to. I was a little too calm for me to see stuff like that. What's going on in Homestead, Florida? Like, what is that? Is there a logical explanation for that? Or did we just see something extraterrestrial going on. And the person who recording it is very calm. Not, I'd have been screaming so everybody could come outside. Like, no, everybody need to witness this.
What on earth is happening in front of my house? What the? What the is what is happening in front of my house in the snow?
Nah, that's it. That was no, fam. We need a we need a part 2, 3, 4, and 5 of that. I need to see what happened, what that was, what landed in your yard or possibly crashed into your yard. Alien, meteor, what was that?
Now, how do you speak English? So you just picked up English, just like that. Because you're so smart, right?